Hi, my name is Bree and I'm going to be interviewing for a personal styling position at Barney's. Why am I the best person for this position? I think that a lot about being the best person for a position has to do with your experience and where you've come from. I worked at Michael Kors for 3 years. I was a personal stylist. I started out as sales support there, and so sales support, you're not allowed to sell anything, you're not allowed to make any money. So you work hourly for like $10 or $12 an hour. Yeah, so that's what I did starting out. I got recruited actually just trying on a watch there, and they were like, you get 50% off if you work here. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Sign me up. I'm in college. Like, let's make a dollar. Yeah, so I worked at Michael Kors for 3 years, personal stylist. After I made sales goals every single month I had to make a certain sales goal. If I ever missed it, I had to start back over. So you had to make 6 months in a row of this money. Get this money. Yeah, you had to make 6 months in a row of a certain sales goal, whatever they goal you at. And your UPT, which is units per sale, had to be at a 2.0, which means that you're selling at least 2 items for every transaction. So if you ever get one item in a transaction, brings you down, yada yada. So I worked on this for a year and a half to become a stylist and make commission off of these handbags I was selling, and I did it. I worked and worked and worked, and my manager even told me that she's like, oh, good luck, like, you're only 18, you're 17, like, good luck keeping up with these 28-year-olds trying to make commission on these handbags. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna try. So I worked and worked and I did it, and yeah, it was a great opportunity. And then from there I built my own clients, and they made appointments with me, and I dressed them from head to toe. I went to their homes and I styled them. I styled their friends. I held events for them at my store, and I also held events for them at their houses, and I was the host of all of them. And personal stylist, traveling personal stylist. I was sent to Washington Square in Oregon, and I opened up that store. I trained stylists how to sell handbags and style women from age range, and I taught them how to sell to men as well, because funny thing is, men don't know how to buy handbags. Okay, yeah, compartments, zipper, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I taught them. So pretty much I went on from this very bottom level all the way up to the top. I'm opening the stores, I'm helping people, I'm showing them, what our brand is all about. I drove the brand home. I was all in. I was all about this brand, Michael. And then my manager left, and I don't know, it's just weird because she was a mentor to me and very, very close to me. So then I decided, I looked at my options. I said, where do I want to go? Where do I want to go in my future? What do I want to do with this styling and this knowledge I have about selling? Where do I want to go with this? What can I do? So then weeks later, I was recruited by Nordstrom to work in the men's designer department at the flagship store. So that's the very first Nordstrom store I ever opened. Yes, it's quite enlightening. And I worked there. I was commuting from my city in Kirkland, and I was a full-time student, and I was a personal stylist there. And I was just selling men's designer, so I was selling real designer stuff from like $500, $600, $700 all the way up to $3,000, $3,500. So pretty much like a down payment on a car, if not. But I'm just trying to sell you these jeans and convince you why you need $3,500 pair of pants. Yes. So not only have I had experience of selling real designer items, anything from I've just learned about all these designers, where they come from, twin brothers who created their own brand, people who became passionate, where Prada started out, Louis Vuitton, how their leather is actually, how they harvest their own cows and stuff like that, and everything is purebred. And I've just learned like the manufacturing of all these designers, so I have all this knowledge of designers. And not only that, but the experience of being with a customer who really values, what they wear, their clothing, and digging deeper into their insecurities, where they come from, why they're all about these things, why they're so invested in this and in their time. But then further from that, at Men's Designer, I worked there for just a little bit, and I was dressing people, and then I hit sales goals to become a personal stylist there. So that's my job right now, I'm a personal stylist. But I would like to actually branch out into Barney's and just become a personal stylist there. I feel like it would be really fun and interesting to actually be at the forefront and be with a company that's very powerful in the retail world, very powerful in branding, and definitely has held and standed, their company has definitely been here for a long time. And my long-term dream is to go to LA and be a personal stylist there, or do some form of public speaking with my degree. But yeah, I would love to go to LA and